But on the first day of the week, at the early dawn, they came to the tomb, taking the spices that they had prepared. They found the stone rolled away from the tomb. But when they went in, they did not find the body. While they were perplexed at this, suddenly 2 men in dazzling clothes stood beside them. The women were terrified and bowed their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here, but he has risen. Remember how he told you, while he was still in Galilee, that the Son of Man must be handed over to sinners and to be crucified. On the third day he will rise again." Then they remembered his words, and returning from the tomb, they told this to the 11 and to all and the rest. Now it was Mary and Joanna and Mary, mother of James, and the other women with them who told this to the apostles. But these words, they seemed to them to be an idle tale, and they did not believe them. But Peter got up, and he ran to the tomb, stooping and looking in, and he saw the clothes were by themselves. He just saw the linen. Then he went home, amazed at what had happened. Now, on that same day, 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all the things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near, and he went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you walk?" And they stood still, looking sad. And then one of them answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know of the things that have taken place these days?" He asked them, "What things?" They replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth. He was supposed to be a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how our chief priests and leaders handed him over to be condemned to death, and they crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since these things took place. Moreover, some women from our group astounded us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and told us that they indeed had seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive." Some of those who were with us, they went out to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him. Then he said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are! How slow to heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them all the things about himself in the scriptures. As they came near the village to which they were going, he walked ahead as if he was going to go on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took the bread, blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him. And then he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road?" While he was opening the scriptures to us. That same hour they got up and returned to Jerusalem, and they found the 11 and their companions gathered together. They were saying, "The Lord has risen indeed, and he has appeared to Simon." Then they told of what had happened on the road, and how he had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread.